So as I thought back over the week, I realized that a lot of my eating habits have to do with what I feel and do psychologically. This is not a new thing for me. Well, this is week 1 in review. Oh my gosh. A lot of the things that I deal with psychologically actually affects my physical wellness. And I noticed over the last couple days, I've noticed this through my lifetime, but particularly through the last couple days, one little thing that kind of set me off, that took me on a downward spiral, which I could actually see in what I was eating and on the scale. It is beneficial for me to weigh every single day. It keeps me thinking, like, what am I putting inside my body? What am I doing to myself? This is affecting me. I know we fluctuate with water, but let's get real about this, because everything that I deal with mentally and going on in my head and feelings like emotional wellness does affect with how and what I put in my body. I am an emotional eater. I overanalyze, overthink things, or I let things get to me, or I suppress things so much that I end up just feeding myself. I have to work on how to figure out how to do other things to get that mental health in check in order for this journey of getting fit work. Oh, week 1, always a challenge just because of foods and stuff. But when you're dealing with something, that heightens it to make it be like, okay, I'm just going to start over on Monday. I didn't start over on Monday. I'm keeping on my journey because I think every single day I tried something. So even if I felt like I overate that day, even though I didn't go over any Weight Watchers points, none, I realized on Monday when I weighed that I just really can't use those weekly points. It doesn't work for me. I have to just stick with the points, the daily points, in order for me to lose weight. I can't take advantage of them. I can't do any of that. The other thing is that I also, if I earn points throughout the day from working out or whatever, I can't have those either. I actually really need to stick with just what those daily points are. Currently, my daily points are 16. What set me off the rails? Okay. You wouldn't think this would have set me off the rails, but I'm going to break it down so you'd understand. I lost my Apple Pencil. This seems like a very trivial thing. Okay, so let me put this into context for you. I get up in the morning, grab my iPad, get my Apple Pencil, which is usually in the iPad case, and then I sit and work. I look through my daily schedule for work. I put everything in the calendar. I put all the stuff in my personal calendar. I have a digital planner. I go through all of those things, and then I kind of get up. I figure out what I'm going to wear. I take my medicine. I get ready for work. I jump in the shower, get ready for work, and I do all that in the morning. When I'm on that digital planner, I use the Apple Pencil a lot. I write a lot with it. They're not every day I am working on the iPad in the morning. It's most days. It's probably 4 days a week, maybe 5. And that seems to be my groove. There are other things that I'm doing, like maybe that 1 or 2 days I sleep in, maybe get a little bit more rest if it's needed. Maybe I'll go and clean the kitchen, just whatever. But I try to work on that iPad almost every day. And then I also take time when I'm in getting ready to listen to an Audible book. I'll watch a couple YouTube videos, maybe I'll watch a show or something. That's kind of the time where I'm kind of like just taking care of me, just taking it all in. So the morning time is really my time. So on Thursday morning, I know I worked in on the iPad with the pencil. Then that night, I edited a video, and I was trying to figure out, like, kind of when I lost this pencil, basically. So some point on Thursday, I misplaced the pencil, and I kept saying I misplaced the pencil. I misplaced the Apple Pencil. Don't know where it's at. It's very expensive. Got to find it. I looked on the iPad. I could see the ring there where it shows that it's how much it's charged. So I'm like, it's somewhere in the house. I know it's here. It's got to be here. So then, and I didn't really notice on Friday because I got up a little later. I worked, and then I went and I got a tattoo. And so I just kind of I chilled and didn't think anything more about pretty much anything until Saturday morning when I got up in the morning and I thought, oh, I want to write in the digital planner. There is a space in there where I'll write some notes, some personal things, what I'm feeling, whatever. And I was going, wow, where's my pencil? So I thought, well, when's the last place I used it? Oh, okay. It looks like I wrote in here on Thursday, but I didn't write yesterday. So okay, maybe it's at the desk. I charged it at the desk. I went to the office area, looked at the desk, looked everywhere. Just so, oh, it's pretty much like, where is it? It's gone. And I came back to my room and I kind of sat here and I thought, oh, well, I'm just going to watch some TV. Maybe it's not meant to be at this moment. So then I'm like, I'll find it. It's got to be here. I work it here, sitting on my bed with it, and then I'll work. Sometimes I have it over charging at the computer in the office area, and I'll use the pencil there real quick and tap on the iPad if I want to remember a note or something, little things like that. But I'm just like, where could it be? And I'm just like, I wonder what happened to it. I kept thinking about it. And then I would look here and there, and I'm just like, I wonder where it's at. And I looked all in my bed, and I kind of felt everywhere. And I went, And then Sunday rolled around. I kept saying, I'm missing it. I'm missing it. It's missing. And I kept going and going. Literally, I knew I needed to clean my house. That was on the agenda. But I tore my couches apart, lifted my couches, looked under the rug, looked in every single bag, in every single thing, in the dining room, in the office area, every drawer, in all the little bins that I have, every single place that I could actually think it could be. And I'm just like, all right, well, this place is clean, so it's not in here. It's not in the living room. It's not in the office area. It's got to be in my bedroom. Okay, go to the bedroom. And I noticed that it affected me that day because I started eating crap. But I didn't realize why. So all day Sunday, I'm just kind of thinking, like, where the heck could it be? It wasn't in the living room, wasn't in the dining room, wasn't in the office area. I thought, okay, all right, so 8 o'clock at night, here I am, stripping my bed, looking through every crevice of my bed, shining the cell phone flashlight on everywhere, looking underneath. Decide, go ahead, wash my bedspread and stuff. So I throw those in the washer, get those going. Stayed up until 10 o'clock doing stuff like that. Remade my bed, and then I'm just like, where the heck could it be? So by this time, it's not showing up on my iPad anymore. I'm just like, this is crazy. Where could that sucker be? All right, go to bed. Next day, get up. I'm just like, what is going on? So I end up watching TV again. Then I know I have to clean the kitchen. I still got to clean the kitchen. Still, it's cleaning weekend. But I'm like, where could it be? So I go and I look through and complain to my husband and my brother this whole weekend. And my brother finally says, I go back to the desk and I'm like looking in every drawer again. And he's like, you lost it. It's lost. And I go, no, I didn't lose it. He goes, no, you lost it. I go, no, it's missing. He goes, no, you lost it. And I realized what that pencil meant was that I couldn't lose anything. My dog was really sick last month, and I was in tears because I was like, I can't lose her. Went to the vet, I'm crying. He said, I can't lose her. And of course, she's fine. But here I am losing a pencil, which doesn't mean anything, but I kept making the excuse, it's expensive, we got to find it. And the thing was is that that pencil is the one item where I sit on my digital pad and I write my feelings and I try to get all of that out so I don't suppress it and keep it in. When I suppress things, I don't share a lot because I feel it's like I don't want to put my anxiety, my emotional unhealthiness into someone else's mind of what they're thinking about. Oh, poor Dina, you know, this and that. Or they don't think about it at all. They don't care. But I don't want to put my burden on someone else. So when people usually say, how you doing? I usually say, I'm doing great, you know. And overall, I am doing great. Look, I had a tragedy happen. And when a tragedy like this magnitude happens, then I think sometimes some people don't know how to speak with you or how to deal with you. And it's not their burden to have to think about. So when I went back to work, I literally told them, just joke with me, treat me like a good day, treat me like you normally would. Don't be sensitive to me. I said, if I walk out of the office because I need it at that moment. And they've been very good to me. And now that it's been about a year, I'm thinking I'm like in a better place to where I can actually talk about it a little bit more. But in the end, no one wants to hear that emotional outcry. So when I keep that stuff all bottled up, that pencil represented to me a way that I could get that information out. I would write it down, I would get it out either early in the morning, late at night, what I was feeling. And that pencil just represents that. And I think this morning while I was using my fingers to type and this and that, I realized how much that little pencil meant in like the greater scheme of things. It seems so ridiculous, but it's like I couldn't lose another thing that represented how I deal with the loss of my child. So, and that's one thing that has helped me over this last year is being able to write and get that stuff out. And that's what that pencil was doing for me. So not having that pencil was like a loss. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to get my feelings out. I noticed that I ate more those last couple days. I noticed I felt like I was trying, like I did try to get up and work that hour on Saturday or Sunday evening maybe. I don't know when. I walked an hour on the treadmill, but you know, it's still like everything was getting to me, like things were getting to me. And I feed that suckiness with food. So while I don't want to, I'm going to go and get me an Apple Pencil today because I have to be on track. And I think the best thing for me to do to deal with not just a physical getting fit, it's also like a mental and psychological getting fit. And that is one way that I do it, is by getting those feelings out to where I'm not taking it into a place where it's either dark or I'm angry. And I definitely don't want to be any of those. So overall, I had a very fluctuating week. I did get on the scale or I didn't get on the scale. Did I get on the scale yesterday? I think I did. Okay, I did get on the scale and I recorded it, but I forgot to take a picture of it. But I was 171.6. And that just shows that a couple days before, I was 169.8. That just shows that some of that, like weight loss, is like water weight. Sometimes it's because you haven't used the potty yet or whatever. It also shows the crap food that I ate. Lots of carbs, lots of just feeding my face. Yeah, lots of crap. So I have to basically like get that back in check. Again, use only the daily points, and hopefully all that works itself out. So by doing a couple of these things, just making sure I keep writing, keep listening to like a good like audible book just to put some like positive thoughts into my head. By staying in just the daily points, I want to also make sure that I am doing some kind of walking or something. I think that also helps me mentally when I walk, and kind of gets the de-stress out. And then I like to take a nice shower and it feels really good afterwards. Feel accomplished, and all of that fits into how I will get fit up here and all in this tummy area. So, all right, well, I hope everyone is having a good day and you had a good week, and I wish you a great start to the next week on this journey of whatever you're taking, and let's continue to get fit.